Today, the 10th day of June 2026, is an amazing day right here in the city of Lagos and in the studio. My name is Gratitude Imokwede, and you're officially welcome to this amazing edition of Page by Page, showing only on Romeo Royal Television. And also follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and X. I know how we do this every day. This is still the Hot Topic segment where we talk about political issues and happenings across the state. And with me is an amazing personality and a political analyst to do justice to the said topic. Good morning, Mr. Abiodun. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Gratitude. I'm okay. And you?
I'm fine. I'm
Nice to be here
fine.
again.
Yeah,
Let's talk Nigeria.
let's talk Nigeria. So we have two topics of discussion. The first one is the Senate leader proposing 6 year single term for president and governors. And the second one is Okpebholo's statement on insecurity, saying that there is no vacancy in Aso Rock. Kicking off, we'll start with the proposal from the Senate leader as he proposes 6 year single term for president and governors. Obayemi Bamidele says proposed constitutional amendment would replace the current two-term tenure structure for president and governors. So now, Mr. Abiodun, what do you have to say about this? Do you think this is actually a good idea considering the current tenure and how it has always turned out to be?
Um, this is politics, and I believe they actually know what they want to do. For Mr. Bamidele to come up with that, I don't want to believe there is an ulterior motive, because at the end of the day, when we talk about the terms, initially we have four re-elected and come back again four, which I believe seems to be the best. If we have a single term, it will give rise to politicians that will just come in, siphon money, and leave because they know they are not coming again. But when you know that you are coming for a second term, you will be forced to actually deliver on your manifestos. This is how it happens. Just imagine you are elected for just 6 term, for just 6 years,
6 years.
one term. If you are done, you are gone. That means I come in, whatever I do in that period, since I know I'm not coming for re-election again, I'm not begging anybody for re-election again, I will basically do whatever I want to do and just leave.
Yeah.
Rather than where we held accountable after 4 years, come back again and then try my popularity among the people and see if my policies are actually working. So I would just advise we stick to our normal four and four rather than 6 in 1. And this is actually scary because we have seen the pattern coming from the APC right from inception. That is from 2023 when President Tinubu took over. APC are majority in the House. And right now, I believe this bill this man raised will actually be passed in the next few days because they're actually majority in the House, and anything that comes up and will favor the presidency is a go for them. Because when this bill is passed and then Tinubu win the next election, they will go for 6 years rather than the 4 years,
4 years
that he should have gone for. So this is actually what we are scared for when we talk about a one-party system in Nigerian political state. The one-party system is not actually good because what we're having in the House of Representatives and House of Senate now is APC in the majority. And when the majority always carry the vote when it comes to high and nay. So this is a problem for us because anything that is coming, any bill that is coming to the House will be passed automatically without proper scrutiny. When we have a stable, like maybe a reasonable number of PDP members, LP members, NDC members, and all of them together in the House, there will be scrutiny when it comes to bill to be passed. Okay, look, for instance, now the federal government is also proposing a 5 billion loan from Abu Dhabi. If such a loan is brought to the House and there is a quite number of other parties in the House, this will actually be scrutinized, knowing why we need this money, where this money will be going to. But in a situation where we have majority of APC members in the House and it's coming from the president, we just come to their table and what you hear, I have it, and that's it. What happened to other discussion on the bill, the other deliberation? We've seen a situation whereby the president requested for a loan and it got to the Senate before 3 hours. It has been passed. So this is so very scary in the sense that we tend to see more bills come to the House without proper scrutiny and go. And we all know that this present House of Assembly, they are rubber stamped in the sense that whatever comes from the president actually goes. It comes to the anytime the president comes to present a budget, you see all of them stand up with the president branded cap and start shouting on your mandate will stand, on your mandate will stand. So there is no level of there is no check and balance anymore. There is just impunity everywhere. Everybody is just misbehaving. President comes to the house with a bill. This man, what is his name? Akpabio signs it, and that's it. So it's actually scary. But I don't propose for a single term. I want us to try. Let's see what you've done in the next 4 years. Then you come back to us, ask for re-election. If you have done very well,
You'll
we'll
be
give you another.
re-elected.
Yes, we'll re-elect you. So that is the best way I feel we can actually go. And it boils down. It also goes down to the question of parties' ideologies. When it comes to parties' ideologies, what what are our various political parties? What are their ideologies? We saw a situation whereby Tinubu came into power and said he inherited a crumbling economy from his same party, from the same APC party, whereas he was at a point the chairman of that party. So you being the chairman of that party, what is the ideology of that party that the president is running on? That means there is no connection. Nobody knows what they are doing. Everybody was just misbehaving in the party. And you coming up to say what Buhari did was he inherited a crumbling economy. It shows that there is no direction in Nigerian political party and their ideologies. I was discussing with a friend of mine. He said, I was talking about a particular candidate for House of Rep in Badagry. And he was saying the guy should go again. That the guy has started some project. If the guy did not go again, the project will not continue. Then I asked him the question. So does that mean if something happens to this particular candidate, all those projects will actually die? That is the question we should be asking. Where is the continuity? So as a member of a particular party, which is the same APC, if you are elected and you are doing a particular project, whatever happens, if you are elected out, or in case of maybe you are unalive or any case, or you are not capacitated to rule again, and you stepped out, somebody else should come in, look at your blueprint, what you are working on, and continue. Since you are same member of a political party, but we see a situation whereby a member of the same party takes over from the same member of the same party at the end of the day, push out all his project that other former party member was doing, and come up with his own new idea. And I see I see all this as form of corruption. They are just looking for ways to pick out cut from the national cake, and it's so disheartening.
Looking at this from the other side, according to what the Senate leader said about the reasons why he's proposing a 6-year term, he said there's always distractions associated with re-election and campaigns. And now we're seeing the sudden rise in insecurity, the pressure, and all of it. Do you think it is still justified looking at what is always reoccurring when we have campaigns going on for elections?
I don't understand who is distracting who.
That's the question we
That is
need
the
to
question.
ask.
Who is distracting who? If the president cannot stamp his authority in governance, I think he should resign and leave the seat for competent some person to handle it. I don't know where the distraction they say is coming from. The president has a blueprint that he is working with. He should just focus on it. I don't know where the distraction. We have insecurity, yes, but because they did not face it, they did not face it head on
Head on.
from the beginning. So that is why we are having these issues. So it all boils down. They use the same pattern during when they were opposition. Jonathan faced these issues too, and they were blaming him. The president even said he should resign because the bulk of security lies on the table of the presidency. And here he is now with the mantle to rule, and he too is complaining and giving blames to one another. Some people are saying it's opposition. Some people are saying they are trying to distract him. I don't get it. Who is trying to distract you? It's the same pattern you use, so you just swallow it and move on. Thank you.
Well said, Mr. Abiodun. Now, diving into our second topic of discussion, talking about Okpebholo's statement about insecurity. So, unexpected that Okpebholo could come out to make such statement. So, in his statement, and I quote, he said, even if the bandits kidnap everybody, there is no vacancy in Aso Rock. And I really do not want, or we do not want to give a different interpretation to this statement. So, what do you think about this statement?
Funny enough, I would not want us to place small light on what Okpebholo said. Okpebholo is a one governor that shouldn't be counted and should be taught. Whatever he said should look at. I don't want to sound very disrespectful now, but Okpebholo is somebody that is not fit for governance. So whatever he said
Why do
is,
you say he's not fit for
there
governance?
are so many reasons. First of all, let's start with his qualification and his utterance lately. Governance is all about, you know, showing good morals, like be like a role model people want to
Mm-hmm.
emulate, and your ability to actually, speak eloquently, your ability to speak
Yeah.
with sense, and your ability to actually, decipher information very well.
Mm-hmm.
And for a very long time, we've seen that Okpebholo has fallen short of that. Okpebholo shouldn't be classified as so whatever he said, he's just trying to please his paymaster. Okpebholo is the same governor that said whatever he's doing in Edo State is Tinubu's money. So I don't understand when national treasury now belongs to Tinubu. So he's the same president, he's the same governor that said he promised the president 3.5 million votes in Edo State, that
Voters.
if that did not happen, he will resign. So some of those utterances, you just look at him and just like, oh, he's just trying to lick the handles of the president, and so that will be clapped for and all that. But I don't classify Pueblo as one important person we should actually be considering what he said. Yeah, if the same person that said Obi shouldn't come to his state, that he's not sure of his security. So many times, and his result that was fronted online for everybody to see, that his level of intelligence is something that is questionable, and we'll just leave it at that. Probably is not it's not relevant, and shouldn't make whatever he said is for him just trying to please the president with ways, and let's leave it like that.
That was really a lot to unpack. But looking at, okay, now let's not look at who said this statement, but the statement that was said. What should be talked about? The main focus should be on insecurity and how to provide solutions. Not looking at those in Aso Rock. Those in Aso Rock are sleeping on beds, but human beings, children from people, from Nigerians, are in the bush. So what should be considered? Does this mean that the lives of normal, common Nigerians are not valuable like the elite?
Yeah, I think that's what is happening in Nigeria. So where some places are crying for insecurity, there is one attack there, one attack there. Some students are still in the bush with their teachers. Somebody already beheaded. So many things happening in the country now. People are actually scared in some places that they cannot. There are some places you cannot move now. Like places in Badagry now, there is curfew like around. You cannot move from around 10 upward and all those kind of stuff. So if all those things are happening now, we actually governor can actually come out and say these people are just looking for. They are just doing all this because they want a spot in Aso Rock. It's actually disheartening. That is why I say we don't want to give relevance to whatever Okpebholo said. Because the elites now, they are comfortable with whatever they are doing. They just want to collect power. So whatever happens within that period is none of their business. At the end of the day, if Tinubu win, they are okay with it. If Nigerians like they should be unalived by these bandits, it's none of their business. That is the way governance has been run in Nigeria. The level of impunity is something else.
It's really something else. And at this point, we just need to keep speaking in one voice and make our vote count. All we have to do right now is to register our PVCs. PVC registrations are ongoing, so we really need to do the needful as Nigerians to put an end to this by the choices we make, and it all starts now. Thank you so much, Mr. Abiodun, for being here. It was really an amazing time with you here, as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you, gratitude.
Okay, right now we've come to the end of this great edition of Page by Page, showing only on Royal Television. And also, like I said, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and X. My name is Gratitude in Makwade. Bye for now.